G'day, I'm Blxz and welcome back to Distant Worlds Universe. So I've runtime for a little bit in between. Not a huge amount has happened. There's been a lot of political stuff going on, a lot of diplomacy happening. The Thulton Nation over here, our allies, have just been dogpiled by the blue Kiardans and the Paratus Hive up here. I've again jumped on them. And this time I've decided not to join in. They've only got the 2 colonies in this one system. And it's looking like one colony again has been taken by the blue people. They've no longer got anything to contribute to me. So their value has disappeared. On the other hand, we have just finished researching bombard weapons. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a little bombard ship. I'm thinking I might actually put it as a destroyer. I think that sounds like a good name. I'm going to auto upgrade and then let's edit and make what we've got here. Now this is going to be the, let's call this the Adelaide class destroyer ships. Adelaide is a town in Australia that's actually building some destroyers, I believe, so it's good for them, I guess. They've got something going for them. Now we're going to need countermeasures, combat targeting. I'm not going to worry about the fleet stuff, these are going to be just a bombarding ship, although I will put a little bit of defense on them. But for the most part, they're going to be bombarding only. Nuclear Devastator, there we go. Let's say each one of these kills 3 million people. Does 0 actual physical damage because it's not a direct weapon. And you fire once every 6 seconds. So if I have 6 of them on the ship, it's the equivalent of firing once per second. Once per second. I think that's enough. So 6 nuclear devastators and the rest of the weaponry can be stinger beams, which is our very accurate. Basically these things are accurate, they're fast. There really is no reason not to use them in this particular case, and the fact that they do more damage and penetrate armor is even better. So 5, let's leave it at 5 for now and I'll come back if I can add more later once I've got everything else on. I am going to need shields. Actually, the main thing they're going to need is probably shields. I'm up to 500, I believe. So 1400 shields will make these an absolute tank. Each individual ship will be very, very powerful. So if someone attacks them, they should be fine. Yeah, stand off from stronger opponents, but just charge into weaker ones. I would like you to throw a couple of these babies. I only need 1, actually, that's good. I'm going to need Hab and Life. Probably throw another one on, because I'll need more later, I suspect, which will be closer to 500. What else do I want to put on here? I've got enough energy, that's the question. Oh, I need a hyperdrive, that's a good start. Where is the hyperdrive? Gerax hyperdrive. We have upgraded this one as well, so we're at the second best form of the Gerax hyperdrive, and we can actually split off now. I'll have a look at the technology tree later, but we can actually split off into various different types of hyperdrive now, different specializations. So we've got enough energy, we've got more than sufficient energy. I'll probably throw a couple extra weapons on. The armor would be nice, but I think I'll put weapons on for the time being. 10, firepower of 220, that actually makes them pretty powerful. Firepower of 330. These are actually very powerful ships now. I'm happy with that. I do want more engines, so they can go just that little bit quicker. .14 is a good cruise speed. They can sprint if they require. Let's put 1 more on. Throw on another Hab and Life. Hab, Life. And I think the rest can just be armor. Not going to worry about troop module components. I'm just going to throw armor on. And just to prove, yeah, 500 is the maximum. So I've got good armor. You've got incredible shields for one individual ship, and there's going to be a fleet of these, so remember they're going to be very powerful. They've got a good, solid attack, and they can fire 1 per second. They can kill 3 million people on average per second per ship. That's I think that's pretty good actually. So I'm going to save the Adelaide class. Alrighty, we've got ourselves an Adelaide class destroyer. We're going to need a fleet of them now. So let's go in and we can build them from all over the Empire actually. So how about we build 10 of those. So with 3 million per second, 10 of them is 30 million per second. And we really can't afford too much, but I suspect 10 of those should be enough for the time being. I can always put taxes up if required. So 10 million, no, 30 million per second dead. Okay, that's those 10 built. I'm actually going to build another 10. Because they may need to battle as well in orbit. I suspect these guys are going to have a decent sized fleet, although they may have sent it off because I believe they're at war with some other people at the time being. So hopefully that fleet isn't just there. Yeah, I can't tell where it is at the moment. So I'm going to put all of those into a new fleet. All our military ships are going to go... Oh, these beautiful destroyers. They're going to be powerful. You're going to be in a new fleet. Yeah, I've actually totally failed to think of another name for it. But how about we do... 9th fleet can be the... I need a name for a nuclear destroyer fleet. No idea. To be honest, no idea. Let's just call it, let's stick with the Australian names. It's going to be the frill neck nuclear lizard fleet. I spelled nuclear wrong. Jeez, how do I spell nuclear? Nuclear. There we go. Frill neck nuclear lizard fleet. You can have a home of... Verdansk? Yeah. Set Verdansk as our new home colony. Okay, let's start going through. We've got these guys here. They can be our number 1 fleet. And our colonizer fleet is going to be our number 2. And what I'm going to do with these guys, while that other fleet is building, these guys are going to go and load troops to the nearest colony. So I'm going to stock up with as many troops as I can get. And we're going to go nuke them, and then when the dust settles, we'll land our beautiful, beautiful army of cockroaches. And that's a massive, massive attack force. Fleet targeting, excellent. That's something to keep in mind. Now what I'm thinking, I'm actually starting to run out of things that I desperately need in here, in the high-tech industrial. We are doing high-tech and industrial much faster than the other two, simply by virtue of this research station that we've put out further. So I'm considering actually scaling back. But for the time being, what I will do is I will grab desert colonization we don't really need. So we'll double our continental colony growth. Let's grab ocean colonization first, then we'll grab the desert one. Then we'll grab these two down here, and that'll open up the option to move into the other final 2 type of colonization if we need it. At the moment we actually don't have enough people to go around to cover every single planet that we're on. We're still growing quite a lot. So I'm happy to let those just go for the time being. Looks like they've loaded up. Tell them to keep loading troops though at the next colony. Looks like construction is going very well. So how many have I got? 20 ships at 335 power, so all the weapons have been built. So they're just finishing off the rest of them, probably the shields and everything now. Let's have a look. They're nearly done. Got the energy going. Shields are charging. Looks like the fleet is totally built. Okay. First of all, we'll jump to the star to begin with. It's going to be a little bit of a surprise for them, I suspect. I'm going to give you a Fleet Admiral as well. Open damage. Jundo Nashki, you are looking like one of our best. You can jump onto the Frillneck Lizard Nuclear Fleet. Now, it's a terrible name, absolutely shit name, so feel free to drop a comment if you have a name that you think it would be better as. Quite frankly, I think I need a lot of help with names. You, Troop Recovery Rate, you're going to transfer to the Colonizer Fleet and help them peacefully colonize the leftover nuclear ashes. This should be good. I'm actually looking forward to a good solid attack here. Now the only problem is their shields won't have charged. Oh no, they're charging up pretty quickly actually. Must be because there's so many of them on there. Okay. Slow time down just that little bit. Yep, a couple more wars going on, that's alright. Okay, let's have a look over here. So there is a planet over here as well, taken by these guys. It's not, it's a valuable planet. Very valuable planet. Not huge, but decent sized. There's another planet here, also good quality, and it has polymer, which is nice. There's chromium also is valuable, well it's a weak source. I need carbon fibre, I've only got the one source of carbon fibre. 2 luxuries over here is nice. What does this planet have? Oima has carbon fibre. Oh, jeez. And a luxury and some Necros stone. Well, a very small source of it, but a source nonetheless. They've also moved all their troops off. Either they've been heavily under attack or something else is going on. What we're actually going to do is... these ships don't have a lot of firepower, so I'm going to put them... oh, that was a mistake. I'm actually going to park the colonizer... there we go, get it? Into this gas cloud. It won't hide them, but it will get them into another area out of the system. There we go. Now these ships here can move down, and it's going to be very messy. It's not going to be pretty. Not going to be pretty at all. Okay. I think first step will be to take out... what exactly do I want to do? Defense platform, orbital battery. It's another orbital battery. It's another orbital battery. So what do these things actually have? We're not sure. We don't have scanning. Alrighty, what we're going to do now is just jump right on it. We're going to attack the orbital battery. Okay, and now everything's going on. They're ripping into us. I'm actually thinking we're going to need to bring another fleet down. This fleet is going to have to come into the system as well. I'm going to get you to jump over here, because they're going to destroy us. Get you guys to, if possible, bombard the planet. There you go, got some nukes coming down. Our fleet's being decimated, absolutely destroyed. We have done a little bit of damage to the planet. Yeah, I probably would have gone better off if I just surprised attacked them and dropped all the troops there. I don't think this went quite as well as I'd hoped. They've got weak firepower individually, but they're still pretty strong. Yeah, they just destroyed me. Absolutely wiped me out. I did a bit of damage to them. And when this next fleet gets here, you guys go and repair. Enemy fast attack, where are they coming in from? Actually, you're a little bit too fast. So what I am going to get you to do is all of you are going to meet up at that cloud. Okay, stop hunting our ships. All smells very bad. Big warning, we hunt you if not stop. I didn't do a very good job there. Let's try round 2 with our much more powerful fleet. 15,000 firepower we've got here. Okay, that's our, looks like our whole fleet. I don't think anyone else is coming in. In which case, let's jump into the system again. At this point we may be better off just declaring war on them. We've done a decent job, but yeah, they got quite a few ships. What we're going to do is that we're actually going to declare war. We're going to be honourable this time, because it will, yeah, our reputation has taken a huge hit. So, coalition, friends with you we be. Sorry about this. Okay. Enemy fast attack is my new group 1. You guys can just stay here for the time being. Yeah, it's okay, I don't care about you either. Oh, okay, okay. Brilliant. We're actually at war with a lot of people. Those guys to the east are reasonably weak. We're also at war with those guys are too far away to do anything. Those guys are on the other side of where we are, so that's fine. And these guys have only the 2 colonies, one here and a new one they've taken over there. So I'm not particularly bothered. I don't think they're very threatening. Oh yeah, we're smashing through them. Our weapons are far too powerful now. It looks like they managed to get through our hyper deny though. It's okay. Oh yeah, we'll rip them apart. Take out that base if you can. They've got the long out ranges. Yeah, it's good. Okay, let's bring in our attack fleet. They have insufficient forces here to really stop us. We are going to blockade though. If they try and get on the planet, we'll take them out. Oh yeah, we're going to win this one. Overwhelming odds, true generals, space control. They're collapsing. They do have a huge population that's fighting against us. But we got them, took them out. That's very, very nice. Ogma is now ours. Now the thing here is, it's a population of 27 billion Atoks, little rat people. And there are zero, absolutely zero of our people on there. So what we're going to need to do is actually get our people to begin migrating across. Now normally what you do is you take it over and you assimilate people in. They're a bit pissed off for a little while, but then they'll eventually join up with you. What my problem is in this particular run through is I have to kill all 27 billion of them. I'm going full on, you know, exterminators, full Necron here, and I need to clear all this life off and have my own people in. So there is a bit of a problem with that, in that it's going to get rid of a lot of very valuable, very usable population. Currently I'm enslaving them, which is fine, but when our people start moving over, we'll have a couple of million on the planet and we'll begin to keep the tax rate low, and then we can start purging them off. What this means is essentially I'm going to be continuously colonizing the entire way around the galaxy, as opposed to actually occupying and taking control of. So it's a lot more difficult. I'm going to have a lot lower money and things as I begin to expand than I would have had otherwise. On the other side of that coin, we're going to have a lot more stable empire. We're not going to have, if we go to war with other Atoks, for example, if we keep fighting them over here, they're not going to then try and rebel against us, because there'll be none of them left. So let's actually don't need these angry hunting parties. Surely there's an easier way to do this. What planet did we just take? Oyama. Oops, wrong one. Oyama. Okay, I don't need these angry hunting parties. Apart from being very weak, they're actually individually very, very weak. They're cheap. They can build a lot of them. But actually, no, they're the same price. Well, it sucks to be them. Ours are much more powerful. We're a much more powerful combat race. So I only want our people to be here. Oyama has a lot of people already garrisoned. That's interesting. Nope, that's better. So no, they're not garrisoned. What I'll do is I'll get our experienced veterans are more powerful than experienced, I believe. So I'll get our experienced guys to garrison on the planet. Say that many. Then I can actually pick up the rest of them and keep battling and keep fighting. Although I don't actually expect any real problem. I think that we've taken that planet. We've got a huge slave labour force that we can do. So I'm going to build up a large spaceport. And I think we're going to be pretty good. Aha, although... coup d'etat. So an existing colony governor. One of our colony governors is actually taking control. That is interesting. It does mean that we're going to have a little bit of an unstable time for a while. Let's have a look at our new leader. Free trader and courageous. Now this is actually a much better leader. Troop recruitment rate, war weariness is low. Trading comes up, although we're not trading a whole lot. And diplomacy. So obviously this person thinks a peaceful attitude is the way to go. It's interesting. Very, very interesting. We are under attack. Yeah, it's a minor problem, really. Oh, they're attacking over there. Actually, they're attacking here. That's very interesting. How powerful are these ships? They are pretty decent. Although ours are stronger, but we seem to have a weaker defense because they're only escorts. So they're a much smaller ship. They do have carriers as well. What I'm thinking of doing is I may have to bring this ship back home. So I'm going to bring you back to Eklamoy. You're going to go there. Then you're going to queue next mission, which is going to be repair and refuel at the nearest shipyard. There we go. Actually, while we're here, ooh, we have terminated. Okay, so we were getting Loris fruit being traded, which is one of those rare top 3 things, but because of our bad reputation, people are not very happy with us. So as usual, I'm a bit unprepared and we're taking losses again, but it doesn't really bother me. They can't do any lasting damage to me, and that's what matters. What I'm actually going to do is take advantage of this situation and jump over and take this world, I believe. We'll try and get it. It's very late in the episode, so it may be done next episode. I'm not sure just yet. I may run a little bit longer, depending on how long I can do this. It really depends on how long it takes to actually repair all these ships. Okay, they're jumping in now. And they'll repair up as quick as they can. Meanwhile, you guys are actually going to load all the troops you can at the nearest. Hopefully I'm not taking too many off this planet. There's always a downside of taking a lot of ships off a planet, a lot of troops off a planet you've just conquered, because if they rebel, there's a hell of a lot of those Elatics. So I'm actually going to... No, I'm not going to recruit anymore. I can only build angry hunting parties. That has given us new technology has been researched though. We have fighter bays. And that's what I've been thinking about putting on my... what are they called? My... I've forgotten the word. My space stations. I'm actually going to put these on for some long range fighting capability. Our current weapons are pretty powerful, They're quick, they're accurate, but they have a limited range. They've only got a range of 370, which is it's a little bit longer than long-range lasers. For their tier, it's about mid-range. Missiles, for example, even the basic missile goes a hell of a lot longer than that, and other things like energy torpedoes and whatnot will shoot well beyond what we've got. Yeah, energy torpedoes, the next level energy torpedo is already longer than that. So we are reasonably short-ranged weapons as a problem. So having some fighters on will probably beat the need of actually having to go heavily into missiles, I think. And fighters are also mobile. We can make carriers that'll go around, and they're very fun. But I think actually, I am going to call this episode here. This has been a very productive episode. We've taken Oima. Not sure exactly how to say that. We've taken Oima, and we're in a good position to move over and take the remains, the shattered remains of the Philippine nation over here. They've got 2 colonies. One's a penal colony, so they are enslaving people as well. We can take both of these, quick, smart, and we're just going to smash them. Anyway, I've been Blxz. This has been Distant Worlds Universe. If you do indeed enjoy the content, smash that thumbs up button and let me know why you like it. If not, click that thumbs down button, and again, let me know what is not to your taste in this particular issue. Am I going too slow, too fast? Am I explaining stuff too much, or not enough at all? You let me know, and I can hopefully tailor to a better experience for my viewers. Anyway, take care, and I'll see you next time.